Hey everyone, welcome back and what is today? Today's Tuesday. Okay, guys, we're getting ready I leave at 5:40 in the morning to head over to Los Angeles for the Vanderpump Rules premiere party, which I'm so excited about. I'm hoping my friend gets to come with, but the snow and the weather is absolutely unpredictable. But since I'm so excited about this. I thought it was only fitting that I talk about something Vanderpump Rules, and oh, yeah, I have something for you. But before we get into that, I just wanted to remind you that Jason and Josh are going live tonight. Now, when they go live, just letting you guys know, it's 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, and you're not going to want to miss it. So before we jump in, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you want to join tonight, then I will pin that link at the top. Love you guys. Let's go.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Before we get into it, guys, I have to let you know about my secret little skincare buddy over here. Her name is Blue Mean. His name is Blue Mean. Not specific to anything, but this is the guy. This is the tool. Normally $150, but if you click on my link pinned in the description and also in the comment section, you will be able to get it for $70 off. Do not buy into the knockoffs on Amazon and all of these other places. This is your skin. Don't play with your skin, I'm telling you. But also, if you guys haven't, go check out our podcast anywhere you get podcasts and drop a 5-star review. At the end of this, I'll give you a question. Drop the 5-star review, answer the question, and enter to win your own Blue Mean 100% free. Now, with that, I got to talk about the Raquel and Lisa Vanderpump of it all because there's a lot here. There's a lot. So, according to Reality Blurb, Raquel seems to have noticed some similarities between the claims made about the apparent abandonment of her dog Graham, now known as Hippie, and then the claims that were made against Dorit Kemsley amid the 9th season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So after stories were shared that suggested that she carelessly dumped off the pet she previously shared with James Kennedy, she actually took to her Instagram story where she reshared a clip posted by a fan page that highlighted a Beverly Hills after show clip in which Kyle Richards and Teddy Mellencamp targeted Lisa for orchestrating a story against Dorit for her own benefit. If you first hear Dorit, adopted this dog and didn't want it and dropped it off at a kill shelter, you're horrified. But then later, the story was the dog was biting the children. It was not dropped off at a kill shelter. She gave it to someone she thought was a good home. And then that person, unbeknownst to Dorit, took it to a shelter, not a kill shelter. And it was picked up within an hour because of the chip. So that changes things, is what Kyle said in the clip. Now, meanwhile, after admitting that she was upset at the terrible story that she was told, Teddy suggested that Lisa put out a story about Dorit abandoning her adopted dog, Lucy Apple Juicy, because she wanted to control viewers' opinions of what occurred. I don't think it's any coincidence that this story came out before the show came out. So she could start skewing the audience in advance because that was exactly the plan, so that everybody would already have their bad opinions about Dorit, about the dog, about everything before the show started going. So there you go. Everyone is already on your side. But also in the next clip, Kyle noted that the story came out against Dorit and it benefited Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa is always the first person to say when a leaked story comes out, you have to look at who it benefits. Now, following the sharing of the reclip, which was posted by a fan page dedicated to Raquel on Instagram, Raquel included a link to the video on her story along with the eyes emoji. And the fan page asked, "It's unfortunate that I have to cover this topic because I know it's been super painful for Rachel and I always want my post to be uplifting for her. However, with all of the false claims and narratives being pushed around about the situation, I feel like it's important to lay out the facts and defend Rachel against these untrue claims. I have also included information on the last Puppygate storyline that Lisa was accused of orchestrating on season 9 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Sound familiar? Now, during the debut episode of her podcast, Rachel Goes Rogue last week, Raquel made her feelings about Lisa, and how she located Graham after she found him at a shelter and returned him to James quite clear. She said, I surrendered all rights to Graham when I gave him to the rescue to be rehomed with a good family who's experienced with dogs, who's had aggressive behavior. And Lisa goes and adopts him, takes him to Lake Tahoe, and surprises James with Graham. Basically, the story that they put out there is that Lisa told everyone that I surrendered my dog at a kill shelter and he was hours away from being euthanized. That's the story that she has heard. Does that make it true? Absolutely not. But is that the story that she's heard? Yes. And are there similarities? Well, Lisa's in the dog business. There are a lot of dogs that are surrendered. So if I'm choosing a side here, I'm sorry to Raquel, however you want to name her. I'm choosing Lisa Vanderpump's side, but that's not where it stops because Taste of Reality also wanted to know, is Lisa Vanderpump manipulating the Graham narrative like she allegedly did Lucy Apple Juicy? So they said fans of Rachel detailed how Tom Sandoval's former side piece made what she felt was the best decision for the mini golden doodle. Leave the dog in a shelter rather than with James Kennedy. Yeah. Now, Rachel's fans alluded that Lisa wanted to get Rachel to meet the Vanderpump Rules cast in Lake Tahoe to hash the Graham drama out on camera, though she had only been out of the mental health treatment for a week. So ultimately, Rachel and her fans want Bravoholics to believe LVP used Graham, now hippies, or now known as Hippie's rescue, as a storyline for season 11 of Vanderpump Rules. They believe the story of Graham getting dumped in a kill shelter was leaked by LVP in an effort to navigate the upcoming storyline on the show, making Rachel appear as a villain. So now people want to know if this is the same thing, because Rachel was clear that Graham had a history of biting and was in and out of the rescues as a result of his aggressive nature. And the leak that Rachel believes Lisa Vanderpump is behind failed to include information of Graham's alleged aggressive behavior. Now, flashback to LVP's time as a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills in the season based around Lucy Apple Juicy. The dog Dorit allegedly didn't protect from ending up in a kill shelter. Rachel said Graham was never in a kill shelter, as Kyle Richards and Dorit claim Lucy was not either. So now it just makes you wonder, there are multiple sides of the story, but I just want to know at this point who's lying. Now, Katie Maloney also talked about Rachel's podcast. I want to play this for you. Hold on.
If I didn't also bring up the fact that Rachel's coming out with a podcast, and I'm not going to listen to it because I
would never give her my download.
When are you just going to be like, I royally fucked up, period, end of sentence? You actively made choices on a daily for months and months to hurt someone.
Oh, that really chaps my ass when she minimizes their friendship. Not cute. First of all, the entire Bethany interview was a mess.
Dumpster fire.
Lies on top of lies on top of lies, rewriting history, completely minimizing her involvement. Like you said, no real accountability. You went and stayed in this woman's home after you had already him in her home, after you had been caught. I hope that she's had growth. I'm not really seeing that as far as her public comments. It looks like what she has worked on is her crisis PR spin, and that's what she's been peddling. And I don't blame her for making a podcast. What I blame her for, though, is coming out with a podcast to tell your side of things. There is no side.
It's all complete like revisionist history.
I can't do that to Ariana. I just remember how hard it was for me to film with Allie.
The math ain't mathin'. So which one is it? It is super disrespectful to Ariana to this day to even speak on Ariana's name. Like, who the do you think you are? Also, no offense, but the title, like, Rachel grows rogue. Yeah, we know you went rogue the second you had sex with Tom.
You've been rogue, girl.
You've been rogue.
Disrespectfully, good luck.
Whoop. Okay. Well, guys, again, I want to hear what you think, but don't forget to check out your Blue Mean over here, and the link will be pinned in the description and also in the comment section. Yeah, definitely check her out, but I want to hear what your thoughts. And if you guys want a free Blue Mean, well, super easy. All you have to do is go over to anywhere you get your podcast, and then just make sure that you click on the podcast right here. This is it. So you can click on the podcast, scroll down to the bottom. We have 774 ratings. Once you drop a 5-star review and let us know what you think. Do you think, and that's the question for this, do you think that this was an orchestrated story by Lisa Vanderpump in order to have Rachel come back and be the villain? Was she baited? Answer the question, drop the review, and as soon as we hit 1,000 reviews on our podcast, we will be giving away a free Blue Mean. So Get ready for it. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.